Hi, this is Tom. Welcome to my channel. I'm going to show how to build and deploy an app like this one. So this is an app on the Battle of Waterloo. And you can see it has different buttons you can click on to go into different areas of the app, like different battlegrounds, and has a timeline of the beginning of the battle, going into the battle, then the information, the different battles. And there's a search. If you want to put in like Wellington, it'll pull up the instances of Wellington it has in the app. It's got 4 color schemes. It's got 2 solid ones, a blue one, where everything is some shade of blue and white, which looks quite nice. Also with teal. I think that's a nice look. And then it's got 2 with multicolors. So this is the blue one, but it's got orange accents. And then the one that I started with was a green one with gold accents. Now this app was built by Gemini. Pretty much I just asked it for an app on, it was actually the Battle of D-Day. And then I worked with it some to just get it to look sharper, and also added in the different color schemes to have these choices. Okay, so that's an introduction to the app. And then in order to build it, once you have the code for the app, you can just give it to Gemini and give it a prompt, which is as simple as this one, where I said just do another one like this, same color themes for Midway. And it takes about 2 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes, depending on the web connection, stuff like that. But it can build it very quickly. And here's the code for it. So in order to deploy it, what I'll do is I'll get a URL for it. So this URL, this is a real neat little trick here, is this URL will create a folder and a file, an empty file called index.html. And off of a branch in GitHub called GH Pages. So GH Pages is a special branch in GitHub that you can build on your repository, and it will serve up web pages, just as easy as what I'm going to show here. So this is my Midway app. And okay, let me just check real quickly to make sure that I have the right code in here for Midway. Yes, I do. Okay, so I will commit changes and commit changes a second time. And now it's going to deploy the app. So we can watch this happening by going to Actions. So here's Actions. And then this will show the deployment that's happening. And right here, this is yellow. So when this turns to green, then it will be finished. And at that point, I will use this URL to view it right here. So it'll just be giving it the name of the folder. And the way to structure is that you create a folder and the file has to be named index.html, but you can have as many apps as you want. Like you can see here, I've got quite a few just by creating new folders and putting the index.html in there. Okay, so it should be finished by now. So I will go ahead and paste it and see if it comes up. And there it is. So usually it takes about a minute maybe 30 seconds, something like that, depending on the size of the app, if it's not too big an app. And you can see we now have a new app that is on the Battle of Midway, as opposed to Waterloo. It's got the same color schemes as the other one. Looks really nice. And okay, so two things to tell you. One is, like, how do you get the code for the app? All right, so to get the code for the app, very easy. You just go to the URL. So I'll put the URL in the description of the video. You do a right mouse click and view page source. And then just click on here, do Control A, Control C, copies it to your clipboard, and there you've got a copy of the app. So you can just go to Gemini, give it the same prompt that I showed you, do one like this for whatever battle that you're interested in, and it will create the code like this. And I will also include the URLs that I used here, so you can see how to do the same thing that I showed in this video. And if you have any questions on it, you can just ask your AI that you're working with, because it'll know what the URLs mean. It can explain any questions that you have, explain how to set up GitHub if you don't have a GitHub. It's free. It's easy to set up a repository, easy to set up the branch, the GH Pages branch that you need. It'll tell you all of that. Okay, so once again, I will include the URLs. There's 3 URLs. One URL will be the URL for this app. Another URL will be the app to create the placeholder to put the new app that you build, and then also the URL to deploy it. So I hope you enjoyed this, and hope you are able to make an app of your own. Thanks for watching. Until next time.